it's Leda. Hi guys, it's Leda. Hey guys, it's Leda. Hi 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 guys, it's Bilbo Baggins. Hey guys, it's Leda. Hi guys, it's Leda. Hey guys, it's Leda. Hey guys, this is a really bad place for my camera. Hi guys, it's Leda, and I don't know why, but sitting by the window is making my eyes look super blue, and I feel like that picture of Miley Cyrus. I'm sitting in a different part of my room because my bed in the rest of my room is really messy and I don't feel like cleaning it, but I wanted to film this video because I've had it scripted for literally months and I just kept adding more and more to the script, and I've finally gotten to a point where I'm like, just film the video, just film the video. So this is the virginity corner where I keep my stuffed animals and my Barbies and my Harley Quinn Funko Pops and my vinyl. Today's video is a little more serious than some of my other videos, but it's something I've wanted to talk about for quite a while now. I usually do pretty light-hearted deep dives into different aesthetics or subcultures. I talk a lot about scene and emo history and culture. So I want this video to be a tribute to one of my all-time favorite creators, but I also want to analyze and examine the circumstances that led to her departure from the internet. Alright, set the scene, set the stage. It was the summer before my 8th grade year, and I met a friend at summer camp who introduced me to scene. I was previously more of an emo kid. I wore the black hoodie and skinny jeans. I got my eyeliner from Hot Topic, but only put it on the bottom. I was a diehard MCR Paramore fan, loved anime, you know, that genre. But my new friend showed me new bands like The Devil Wears Prada, Bring Me the Horizon, Hollywood Undead, Chiodos. Music was definitely what attracted me to the scene style, but I also loved the hair. Obviously, I still dye my hair. I loved the hair, the piercings, the fashion. And another thing I loved was YouTube. My friend showed me popular scene queens of the late 2000s, early 2010s, like Amber is Dead, Emmy Bo, Hannah Hacksaw, but my favorite creator was Leda Monster Bunny, and that's who this video is about. Hi guys, I just wanted to show you something that I like to do almost better than anything else. And that is sit out up on my favorite hill and sit in the grass and look at ladybugs. First, I'm just going to kind of explain who Leda is, and I don't want to perpetuate any misinformation because I feel like there's so many rumors that have gone around the internet over the years, and I'll read stuff with just no like source listed. Basically, I'm just gonna try to stick to established relevant facts. I don't want this to be like a drama video or a tea video. That's not what this is. I'm not gonna sit here and dissect her personal life. Leda Muir was born on July 28, 1994. As a young teenager in the late 2000s, she gained popularity on social media site MySpace for her creative style, unique photo shoots, and her personality. She was a model for Alex Addicted, a site modeling group that featured various alternative models. Leda also did promotional photo shoots and videos for certain small brands like Woollyton and Sweet Poison Cupcake Designs. Her first YouTube channel, Leda Fucking Banana, featured hair and makeup tutorials, short vlogs, and footage of her hanging out with her friends. This channel was hacked in 2010 and she lost access to it. She tried making a new one, Leda Dragon Lady, which she also lost access to, and then she began her longest running channel, Hi Leda Bear. The videos Leda posted were similar to her previous channel, but she eventually shifted towards slightly longer vlogs. She shared her interests with her followers, such as Lord of the Rings, World of Warcraft, anime, piercings, fashion, makeup, and cats. After years of creating videos on YouTube, Leda amassed over 500,000 followers by 2014.
I just hit 400,000 subscribers, which is incredible, and yesterday I had like a screaming fit on the inside because that's ridiculous, like 400,000.
That may not sound like a lot by today's standards, but back in 2014, that was a huge following. Leda partnered with YouTube and became a full-time content creator. Then on August 27th, 2014, Leda posted a video simply titled Goodbye. This raw, unedited video featured a visibly upset, crying Leda explaining that she would be deleting her YouTube channel and all social media. This was due to personal reasons as well as the treatment she was receiving online.
But I'm gonna be deleting everything tonight. And it's really hard because it's such a huge part of my life. And it's been such a huge part of my life for such a long time. I just can't handle this much pressure. There's so much pressure on, and I can only handle so much of it. And I would have stopped this a long time ago. I would have stopped YouTube a very long time ago, but I just wanted to make you guys happy.
I remember I watched this video the day it came out, and I was crying, I was sobbing because I was so worried about her. For one, the video was titled Goodbye, but you can see how much she was struggling and how much she was going through. Throughout her entire time on the internet, Leda received frequent hate comments and criticism over basically every aspect of her life and her personality.
I know I'm going to get a lot of crap for this video, but you know, it's important to me, so I'm going to make it anyway. One, I just want to say, I find it really sad that when someone says, you know, I'm happy with myself, or when someone says, I love who I am, or when someone says, I love myself, it's automatically considered narcissism or self-centeredness or freaking being conceited. A bunch of comments in my videos that I don't usually read anymore because they're so negative is like, Leda, you're getting to be such a fat ass now. It's like, really?
I'm not going to sit here and rehash the details of what people said about her because some of these comments were truly heinous, and I don't want to repeat them. This poor girl who was a teenager was getting hate comments about her body, her looks, her personality, the way she talked. She would have to deal with constant accusations of being called fake, accusations that she was on drugs, or just calling her self-centered. Leda made a handful of videos addressing some of these comments and messages. She pointed out the negative effects of bullying, and she advocated for mental health. She even deleted her Instagram at one point because she didn't like the toxic environment of the comment section. Despite Leda's attempts at ignoring hate comments, the frequent bullying eventually caused her to snap and delete her YouTube channel altogether. I also think that parasocial relationships played a huge role in why she left the internet, because back then the term parasocial relationship was not widely known, but Leda's fans were so attached to her, and she shared pretty much every aspect of her life with them. That's not on her, though. I'm not blaming her for being open with her audience. I'm going to talk more about parasocial relationships at the end of the video, but yeah, I feel like most people just attribute her departure as like bullying, but it wasn't just bullying. It was also stress put on her from her followers and her fans. In 2015, Leda returned to the internet. She switched to a public Instagram, made a new Twitter account, and even resumed posting YouTube videos on a new channel. One of Leda's first videos on her new channel was an explanation of why she left the internet and what she was going through at that time. And it was disturbing. It was upsetting.
What led me to leave YouTube in the first place is that I had ongoing depression, that I had gotten to severe depression for 3 years. And I just kind of wanted to take care of it for myself. I wanted to be able to overcome it without the help of medication or a therapist or something. Just, I think it was like August 27th or something that I deleted my channel and everything. On that day, I had been told that there was like some really negative comments going on in my videos, which happened a lot, but for some reason, just that day, I completely snapped. Like, I literally just, my psychological, like, well-being just kind of just crumbled.
She described that she essentially had a psychotic break. She lost touch with reality, she was severely depressed and anxious, and it sounds like she was even having some pretty horrific, intrusive thoughts and suicidal ideation at one point.
But then, after about 2 days is when things got a million times worse. Basically, I started having these, like, mild hallucinations almost, you know, like, yeah, it was like mild auditory and visual hallucinations. I would have these, like, horrible, like, I can't even describe how horrible they were, images of, like, the people I love getting killed, and, like, it was really graphic, and, like, or me getting killed. For some reason, I was living that, you know, like, every single thing that I would think of, I would live it. Like, I wouldn't be able to tell if I was in my head or in reality. So it got really bad.
She never uses the word intrusive thoughts because 10 years ago, intrusive thoughts, again, wasn't a common term that people used. Going back and watching the video where she talks about why she left YouTube, really, I feel so bad for her because I also struggle with intrusive thoughts, and that's me interpreting what she said as intrusive thoughts. But I have really struggled with intrusive thoughts in the past, and not just like, oh, I really want to buy this thing, and then I end up buying it. That's not what an intrusive thought is. It is usually something you really don't want to happen that you just fixate on. You know, you think about violence or just horrific things, violence towards yourself or others. I don't want to talk about my own, like, intrusive thoughts, my own obsessive thoughts. But when Leda was talking about how she had this anxiety that, like, her family and friends were going to die, like, I relate to that. And it made me so mad when I was researching this video because you have people who were still hating on her, like, a year after she left the internet. And then she makes this new channel and she's describing how she had a mental health break. And people are like, she's being so dramatic, all she did was leave YouTube. And it's like, hey, mental illness manifests in different ways. And it's not that, it's not so much that it was leaving YouTube, it's that was an enormous change in her life. And she was already, it sounds like, dealing with a lot of depression, anxiety. So when that big change happened, it brought up a lot of things. So again, I know firsthand how difficult it is to function when you're having these disturbing thoughts and you feel guilty for having these thoughts because they're intrusive. You don't want those thoughts in your brain, but they just won't go away. Don't worry about me. I'm on medication. It's way better now. Oh, and I just want to add, if you do struggle with intrusive thoughts, you are not a bad person. Your intrusive thoughts are not you. It is your brain fucking with you. And I'll put some links to some resources in the caption. So when Leda returned to the internet in 2015, she had grown up some, but her interests were mostly the same. She still loved video games and fantasy series. Her love for anime definitely grew and influenced her fashion style, and her outfits were now more kawaii pastel goth as opposed to scene. She frequently cosplayed anime characters and went to conventions. Leda also collabed and went on a tour with her then boyfriend Brayden, who performed under the name Say We Can Fly. Then in 2017, Leda stopped posting on YouTube. She continued to post on Instagram, however. Instagram was the platform she updated most often, and she amassed a huge following of both old and new fans. Her feed was very aesthetically pleasing, again heavily featuring anime, kawaii fashion, and fantasy books. In fact, Leda herself wrote a fantasy novel called Mooncallers, and it was published in 2018. I haven't read it, but she wrote a sequel for it, and both of them have really good reviews. Of course, the more followers, the more hate comments, the more scrutiny, and the more pressure. Leda deleted her Instagram at one point, as I mentioned earlier, because she was tired of the constant negativity and fighting.
First off, I don't like the atmosphere of Instagram at all. Being as once you hit the popular page, that's it. You have the entire world has access to your stuff, and they just don't know you. They don't know anything about you, but they still comment whatever they want. And when that happens, my followers try to defend me, and then it breaks down to this huge fight. And I don't like that at all. If I have a site that people are telling to kill each other on because they're trying to defend me, I don't want to be the owner of a site like that. If I have the power to get rid of my own site where people are doing that to each other, then I will, and that's what I did last night. I deleted my Instagram because that was happening on every single picture that I posted.
She hasn't posted since 2022, but her Instagram account, the Leda Bunny, still has almost 450,000 followers on it. If you've seen my video essay about scene culture, you might remember my statement that MySpace scene queens were the original social media influencers. Scene queens gained followings for their hair, makeup, style, and personalities. Fans looked to these creators for recommendations, tutorials, and inspiration. Leda was a site model and did creative photo shoots quite often.
2 for Bullington Jewelry, and here we have Mary. Yeah. She's modeling that one. Wait, where is it? That one. And it's cute. And then I have this anchor one. And hold up. A cupcake. It's cute.
In addition to YouTube, Leda had various social media sites like MySpace, Facebook, Instagram, and a Keek. Do you guys remember Keek? This is a deep cut. Keek was a short-form video sharing platform where users could post 30-second video updates.
Hi guys, so I just woke up and literally just woke up and felt like I had to make this. This is my new Keek, and actually I don't think anyone knows about it yet, but I'm going to be making a video about it really soon, and our Kane's cuddling with me. Hey kitty, you want to touch it? Oh, are you touching the screen? Are you touching it? Okay, I only have 13 seconds, 12. Anyway, so if you follow me on here, it'll let you know whenever I post a clip and stuff, and there's an app for it too. I'm filming on my phone. Okay, I have to go. I love you. Bye!
Leda is hailed as a scene queen, but she never really described herself as scene. There's a clip of her showing pictures of herself as a kid. She comments that one photo is from her scene phase.
I'm obsessed with scene kids style phase. This is my 8th grade school picture. Well, that one. With my little pink extensions. Yeah.
In this time period, late 2000s, early 2010s, it was way less common to identify yourself with a specific label. Whatever label you put on her, Leda was beloved by many. She was well known for constantly dyeing her hair different colors, trying out different piercings, and wearing unique outfits. I know I myself was just absolutely obsessed with all of her different hair colors, and I watched all of her tutorials for winged eyeliner and hair teasing and how to cut your hair. But some people were so mean and critical for no reason. Like, they literally had nothing better to do than be like, Leda, your hair is so dead and fried because you dye it too often. Who fucking cares? It's not your hair. Who cares? Like, drives me insane. So the last section of this video, I want to talk about the pressures of internet fame, hate comments, and parasocial relationships. When Leda originally gained her following, the internet and YouTube were the Wild West. In recent years, we've finally started to discuss privacy, safety, and the psychological effects of internet fame. And I just want to remind you, Leda had a following from the time she was 15. She was a child. Like, the time she was 15 to the time she was an adult, she had all these eyes on her. Side note, while we're on the topic, you know I have to talk about Nate Owens. If you don't know who Nate Owens is, he used to be a YouTuber. He's irrelevant. Leda dated Nate when she was like 16, I think, 15 or 16, and he was 3 or 4 years older than her. So, like, as adults, that wouldn't be a big deal, but when you're like a freshman or a sophomore in high school and you're dating a guy who's like 18, 19, that's weird. That's big weird. And he lived in a different state and even like flew to like visit her and like stay with her. But at the time, you know, no one really said anything about the age gap, and everyone thought their relationship was like so romantic. They were like the it couple. I don't know how Leda feels looking back on this relationship, and it's none of my business. It's none of our business how she feels looking back on this relationship, but it appears very predatory on Nate's part. The other thing I want to point out is that most of, like, 99% of the hate that Leda received was completely unwarranted. I'm sure there's times where she messed up and maybe said the wrong thing, or like she did kind of these silly cooking videos and some people got really mad at her for wasting food. Like, yeah, that's a valid criticism, but people would just dogpile on her. Again, hate comments and cyberbullying were definitely a huge stress on her mental health, but I feel like no one talks about the parasocial relationships. Can we talk about the parasocial relationships? I'm dying to talk about the parasocial relationships. So, if you don't know what that is, a parasocial relationship is a one-sided relationship often used to refer to a fan's attachment to a celebrity or an internet personality. I found this article from, was it UC Irvine? There's this quote: "When fans become attached to internet personalities or celebrities online, they begin to make assumptions about their lives and opinions. Parasocial relationships create a sense of entitlement and obligation between both parties involved. Fans feel entitled to emotionally attach themselves to celebrities and assume they know everything about them without ever actually knowing them personally. Fans also can place expectations based on their own perceptions of their favorite celebrities without realizing the impact it may have on the celebrity's well-being." So the conversation around parasocial relationships, that's a huge hot topic right now. Not that hot topic, you know what I mean. Did you guys really think I was gonna make a YouTube video in 2024 without mentioning Chappell Roan? That's just a really good example of how, you know, when a celebrity does actually speak up and try to set boundaries, they receive backlash. And I just want to say shout out to Chappell Roan for setting boundaries and speaking up for her mental health. But back when Leda was famous, we didn't talk about parasocial relationships, and there was always kind of this air of you should be grateful. Like, you should be grateful that you have all these fans, all these subscribers, and no one really wanted to stop to consider how much pressure it is and how attached people were to Leda. And it's unfortunate because Leda was unknowingly feeding these parasocial relationships. I don't think she deserves to be condemned for this because, again, she was a teenager and she got so close with her followers and she would do meetups. She would announce, she was going to like Warp Tour and meet up with people there. She genuinely loved her subscribers and saw them as friends. Her openness with her audience caused her fans to become extremely attached, and Leda was carrying a huge weight on her shoulders. Fans would tell her that she saved their lives, or that she was the reason they stopped self-harming. This gave her a sense of responsibility that is too much for anyone, especially a teenage girl. It must have been incredibly overwhelming to feel responsible for the lives of hundreds of thousands of fans. Again, Leda never had any serious controversies as far as I know, but since it's the internet, there's always someone telling her that she did something wrong. The pressure of keeping her fans happy weighed on her heavily. Another thing that we talk about now that we didn't used to talk about is burnout. It's now fairly common for YouTubers and content creators to take breaks from social media due to mental health reasons. Creating content is a job, and it is time-consuming. Is it the hardest job in the world? No, but it is a job, and it's time-consuming. Trying to constantly appeal to every single member of your audience is a futile attempt. It's not unusual now for a YouTuber to modify their upload schedule. Emma Chamberlain took an extended break from YouTube and only posted once every few months for a while. Commentary YouTubers like Curtis Connor, Danny Gonzalez, and Drew Gooden only upload maybe once a month instead of weekly uploads like they used to. When Leda was posting on YouTube, she was cranking out multiple videos a month, multiple a week usually, and at a couple points she was even doing daily uploads.
So since I graduated, my bed is really squeaky, on Friday, I'm going to start doing daily vlogs again like I did earlier this year in like August, September, October. Around there when I had like pink hair.
And just even without the hate comments, sharing that much of your life online has a serious effect on your mental health. Leda has admitted in multiple videos that something she struggles with personally is bottling up her feelings and ignoring her mental health.
I bottle things up a whole lot. I just don't talk to people about what's bothering me. I think all the time and overthink everything that I'm worried about, and it just makes me miserable, and it makes my friends miserable because I end up pushing myself away. I'm extremely afraid of telling people no. I'm not afraid, but I don't like it. I'll be like, yeah, of course, even if I don't want to do it, and then I end up backing out on it because I don't want to do it, and I just kind of like am afraid of saying no.
This makes sense considering the fact that she had so many people watching her. She was probably terrified of letting people down or receiving more unwarranted criticism. I've watched a couple of videos on YouTube of people discussing Leda's disappearance from the internet, and they kind of rubbed me the wrong way because there's this idea that Leda just needed thicker skin, which is victim blaming. We shouldn't be saying, oh, she just needed thicker skin, she just couldn't handle it. No one should have to handle that. No one should have to have that thick of skin. Maybe people just shouldn't bully and harass other people. Some of the things said about Leda were so horrible and so constant that no amount of thick skin could deflect that. There were weirdo losers who literally would make forums dedicated to talking shit about Leda. How much time do you have on your hands? I don't know, it breaks my heart because Leda, she had such a bubbly, positive personality, so then when she actually did share kind of her mental health struggles, it makes me sad. Like, sometimes the way she would talk about herself, she would blame herself, like, for not reaching out for help, and also the way she has mentioned that she bottles things up. is probably what contributed to her, you know, having those intrusive thoughts when she had that psychotic break, basically. As much as I miss Leda's uploads, I don't necessarily hope that she returns to social media. Trust me, I would be over the moon if she decided to come back. But I just don't know if that's the best thing for her mental health. After years of invasive parasocial relationships and bullying, I just want her to be happy. Dude, I just want her to be happy. She had to navigate internet fame as a teenager, and being a teenager is already a nightmare on its own. We've made progress in the last couple of years when it comes to examining parasocial relationships. At the end of the day, it's about empathy. And I really believe that we all need to give people some grace. I'm not saying that content creators should be totally immune from criticism. It's important to hold people accountable for their actions and obviously don't support shitty people. But the next time you find yourself typing a comment on social media, just remember that's a real person who's going to read that comment. It amazes me, even on my own TikTok videos, like, I have a fraction of the following that Leda had, but people will still comment weird shit on my videos and, like, not even address me. They, like, talk about me in the comments, and it's like, y'all know I can see that, right? Like, what the fuck? I really want to hear from you guys in the comments. Let me hear your opinions on parasocial relationships and cyberbullying. Let me know, did you watch Leda's videos back in the day? Do you still follow Leda on Instagram? Did you watch Leda's hair and makeup videos 1,000 times and try to recreate them? Because I sure did. Before I end the video, I just wanted to let you guys know I made an account on Buy Me a Coffee because I don't have my channel monetized. I don't make any money from my videos. And it really is just a hobby. And I know I don't post often, so like literally no pressure. You don't have to give me money. But I just thought I would make an account. It's buymeacoffee.com/Sersha237. I'll put the link in the caption because my name's hard to spell. So yeah, if you feel like, if you liked the video and you want to like buy me a cup of coffee, that'd be cool. And if not, if you just like the video and subscribe, that's really cool too. So thanks. Actually, something I was thinking about doing is making a second channel for my vlogs because I think most people subscribe to me for video essays. So I was going to make a second channel just for like short, like 5-minute vlogs, and I would start uploading like more hair and style videos on that channel and leave this channel just for video essays. So let me know in the comments what you think about that. If you would subscribe to a second channel, if you want to see vlogs, stuff like that. And remember to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. I know I don't post very often, so thank you for sticking around.